in 200 years, I see America in a water war or a shortage of water. I see them with advanced medical systems and the ability to cure and prevent and treat almost all known diseases that we know now. But I think that there will be more diseases in the future that we do not know of yet. But I also think that we will have a shortage of water, shortage of gas, and there will be mass poverty. But I believe that the rich will be rich and that the poor will be poor.
I think that we can expect to see America in 200 years facing amazing new developments and having a lot more success and a lot more diversity and also a lot more equality. I think that at the core of the issue, though, some things that will not change is going to be our ways of economic growth. I think that we're still going to have government regulations on a lot of taxes and on a lot of areas of work. But I think overall, we're going to change for the better in 200 years. I think that we're going to have a lot of different societal changes. We're going to have a lot more diversity. We're going to have a lot more equality. And I think overall, America will be a better place in 200 years.
In 200 years, I think America will be very technologically advanced, and medicine will be very advanced as well, and have a lot of cures and a lot of solutions to everything. Basically, the death rate will be very low. Technology will be amazing.
In 200 years, I see America either going in a great direction or a terrible direction, all depending on the moral standards of our country's leader. Right now, Donald Trump will guide us on a great path. However, that can all be taken away 8 years from now. As long as we continue to have good moral leaders who know how to create jobs and keep ethics high, we'll be in great shape 200 years from now.
Where do I see America in 200 years? I think that in order to answer that question, we need to go back 200 years. In the year 1800, not many people knew what sexual preference was, or gender identity, or practically even race. They just thought there was black and white, straight or not, man or woman. I think that people will learn to accept one another in 200 years. I think that there will truly be no more classifiers, no more discrimination, no more prejudice, and I think people will just see people as people and not necessarily what they are on the outside. I think there will be no governments. I don't think there will be any more populist parties. I think that government would go away as a possibility. I think that people would see through it. I think that people would just want to live out their lives and not have to deal with international relations. In fact, I don't think there will even be any more countries. I think that there will be no borders. There will be just people living on a planet.
No. I don't know. I don't really think it's still gonna be like a country. I think we're all gonna be dead. Like, all kill each other by then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Any other thoughts?
No, we're just all gonna just be dead.
Scott, I see America dying from pollution because our world today is already pretty messed up. And if we pick shitty leaders like that, it's not going to end well. Make sure you say that in your final too.
But doesn't he love Trump?
Yeah, you love Trump. Strive on.
How do I see America 200 years from now? Well, we'll become more massively populated due to all the immigrants coming in, trying to live the new American dream. We'll also become more technologically advanced. Because of all the new technologies that we'll invent, the general population will be less able to think for themselves and rely more on the technologies to help solve their problems. But an upside to this, we will have more medical breakthroughs and help solve the problems to the diseases and cures so we can help save more lives. Since the world is constantly changing, us humans are such natural innovators, we'll be able to adapt and change with the changing world.
Where I see America in 200 years, I would have to believe that we would still be a top dog, still be a predominant world power. I'd like to believe that. But everything else, I don't really know what to say or believe because just looking at how far America has come in the past 200 years, it'd be pretty insane to predict our next 200. All you can really hope for is great and better things. I mean, that's what has happened in our last 200. So just like keep on going, keep on advancing, keep on being the great country that we are.
I was asked recently by a bright young man to predict where our country, the United States of America, might be in 200 years. Of course, that's impossible. It's just a wild guess. It's difficult to imagine where we might be in 10 years, let alone 200 years. Things are changing at such a remarkable rate, and the rate of change is increasing. Our country was built on a system of economics, capitalism, where people were rewarded for hard work, under a system of governance, of representative democracy with checks and balances. Even our basic principles are changing, eroding, and morphing. Anything could happen. We could legislate ourselves out of existence. Another country could take us to war, or a natural catastrophe could occur. However, if we were to survive, it won't be based on technology, it will be based on people. Technology is changing at a rate faster than we can keep up with. We have ways of destroying ourselves, weapons of mass destruction, but our social systems haven't kept pace. We need to apply the same types of science to our social systems that we've applied to our technology so that we can learn to get along, to keep our environment safe, to maintain productivity, and give opportunity to all people. We can only have hope for our future generations, but again, it's going to be based on people, not technology.